Welcome back to our Pokemon Moon Series Mid-Season Showdown live in Popcorn 2019 Day 2. I'm Sunny and he is,
And I'm Darren.
and this is gonna be the top 4 match that we're gonna stream today, and we have Wahidi Bukri versus
Versus our legendary Gunter
yeah, legendary
from
gun.
Indonesia.
Yeah, so this is a Malaysia versus Indonesia match,
Yeah.
and interesting enough, both players actually top cut yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday's Open.
Yeah, yes, it's open. So seeing them in top 4 is no surprise, to
No
be
surprise,
honest. Yeah,
we've,
both.
we've mentioned
Yeah.
both being established players,
Yeah,
and especially Wahidi, he's been making all these top cuts, just barely missing his big moment.
yeah. Will today be his big moment?
Yeah.
Or will Gunter move on to the finals and also give himself a big moment as well? Since
Yeah.
Gunter has yet to, I would say, I mean, he has top placements, but he hasn't win anything yet. So would this
Yeah.
be his first win as well?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And we'll hope for both of them. But I think it's very important to note that who are they? What do you think the matchup will be if both of them bring mirrors? You know what I mean? Like, do you think it'll be on Gunter's side or Wahidi's side? Because both playstyles very different, as we've seen
Yeah.
yesterday in the Open.
Yeah, they have slightly different playstyles, but I don't think they brought one to a mirror team. But when they do bring a mirror team, it's going to be very interesting on
Yes,
how
very interesting.
on their understanding of their own Pokemon.
Well,
Yeah.
you want to be the best, you gotta bring the best, right?
Yeah, you bring the best, and you need to know your team in and out when you're especially when you're facing a mirror match. But I don't think we will see that in this top 8 match, as we are going into team. We're gonna see them set up for the team preview real soon.
Yeah. Both players just getting ready. It's been a long day today. Very long day.
Yeah, but not as long as yesterday, I would
Definitely
say.
not. Definitely not as
Yeah.
long. It's because we don't see the Singaporeans playing today.
No, it's not that. It's just because because today's more of a more relaxing day, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Constant switching out, so not from yesterday. I'm still traumatized from that.
Nah, it's okay. I don't think there's any need to be traumatized. They're just playing the board positioning very well. And we do see the team preview from Gunter's side. He is bringing his Ferrothorn, Incineroar, Tapu Lele, Groudon, Talonflame, and Xerneas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the Wahidi side, we've got the Yveltal, Xerneas, Tapu Fini, Landorus, Incineroar, and the Amoonguss.
So
Yeah.
XY on Wahidi's side against Groudon and Xerneas.
Yeah. Now, from the last match previously, we've seen Talonflame making a lot of action, but will Gunter do the same with Talonflame?
Yes, and if you notice, I think that the teams that they're bringing are quite similar to what they brought in the Malaysia Open yesterday. So I think
very similar.
they made no changes. If it works, if they made it part with the team, I guess they are very comfortable with the
Very
team.
comfortable, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, we know that Wahidi dangerously has not much form of speed control.
not unless he has a possible IC win on the Tapu Fini.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
That,
I mean, for those viewers yesterday in the stream, I think,
yeah, we've seen several IC wins.
Yeah, we've seen several IC wins from that Tapu Fini. So who knows? But will he use the same sets? Since he's using the same Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Now, going into game 1, Wahidi versus Gunter. Kick it off right now.
In this top 4 first game. So let's see what they're leading right now. We see Tapu Fini and Incineroar coming from Wahidi's end, and Gunter is gonna be leading with.
Oh, Xerneas Incineroar could be going for the straight up Geomancy, possibly.
Possible Geomancy, but as we know, most Tapu Finis could carry Haze, so that could just negate all the boost he got from that Geomancy and
Correct.
just wasting the Power Herb.
Yeah. Insane.
But I do believe we might see a fake out coming from either of these Incineroars as
Yeah.
they fire out the Intimidate right now.
Yeah, the thing is we need to see who's faster. Which Incineroar is faster?
From the from the leads, we saw that Wahidi's Incineroar fire off the Intimidate first.
Yeah.
But you know, it could possibly be a speed
Could
tie.
possibly a speed tie, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
dear. This is the thing, the Feeny just checks Xerneas so many times with the use of Haze.
Yep.
And even potentially with Incineroar in lead, Tapu Fini being able to have has access to a move called Heal Pulse, possibly just healing Incineroar from a lot of damage. But we see Gunther's Dazzling Gleam from the Incineroar, from the Xerneas, and the Icy Wind. Very smart play. Not
Yep.
expecting the Geomancy, knowing that he's already checking it. Goes for the speed control now.
Yes, lowering both the Incineroar and Xerneas' speed.
We do see the U-turn, not seeing the fake out the first time obviously, and switching back out to what Pokemon?
Probably bringing a Pokemon that could beat out the opposing Pokemon. So maybe a Xerneas. Oh, he brought Landorus.
Wow, we haven't seen Landorus in a long time throughout this Open and the MSS.
Yes, so this Landorus Tyrion is coming in, giving up his Intimidate.
Okay, well we see the U-turn with the double Intimidate, doing very little damage.
Yep, doing very negligible damage to this Incineroar, and what he is gonna send out his Tapu Lele.
Tapu Lele. Okay, well I think I'm more or
This is
less
not what he good to sending about Tapu Lele.
Yeah, Gunther
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah. So Tapu Lele coming out.
Tapu Lele coming out, putting
Yeah.
out the Psychic Terrain.
Yeah. So, but there's no priority moves that's out in the field at the moment.
Correct, but he also needs to know Tapu Lele is known to have Psy Shock, and that does a lot of damage,
Yes.
especially on the Psychic Terrain,
Yep, that's true.
and especially on the Feeny. It's gonna do massive damage.
Yes, that is correct as well. So, I wonder what this Landorus is gonna do. I mean, we haven't seen Landorus in a while, and because most of the time, because right now the common Pokemon that's being used is Incineroar with
Incineroar,
Intimidate, right? So, I wonder what this Incineroar is gonna carry. And we see Tapu Fini switch out into the Incineroar too.
Probably expecting the Psy Shock coming in.
Yeah, probably expect a side shot. I mean, like, why would you want to? You can't really fake out right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but we see the withdraw on the Xerneas.
Yep,
Incineroar coming back out,
Yeah.
lowering both attacks
Yes.
on Wahidi's side. Very relevant in this matchup. And what do we see?
Yeah, what
do
is-
we see? Tapu Lele going for the sidekick, going for the Landorus.
Is he gonna pick the
He's
knockout?
like almost barely, but we see the Z move.
Oh, this is
the
a,
ground DMZ.
so this is a Groundium Z Landorus.
Yes, but does it pick up the KO?
Yeah, with -1 attack, this Tectonic Rage isn't gonna hurt as much. But
Yes.
what is it targeting? It's
Most
probably
likely, is he? Do you think he's going? Yeah, there we go. He was expecting the. He was not. I don't think he was expecting the Incineroar, but he was definitely going for
the
the
Xerneas.
Xerneas. Yeah. And
And
that's just, of course, enough to take it out.
yes, super effective.
Yeah.
Same time attack bonus, so then Incineroar is going down.
Yeah. One Pokemon down on Gunter's side. What do we
And
see?
Groudon
Groudon,
coming in.
the almighty monster, bringing up the sun.
Yes, that also kind of boosts the Wahidi's Incineroar's
Yes,
fire
Flare
attack.
Blitz,
Yeah,
yes.
Flare Blitz.
As we know, Flare Blitz does a lot of damage, but also with the recoil.
Yep.
He can play around his own recoil, activating the berry if he does carry it.
Gunther switching out his Tapu Lele back into the Xerneas. So Groudon's probably gonna move next unless the Landorus is faster.
Yes.
Oh, Landorus
Landorus
switches out.
decided to
Yeah,
switch out this time. Tapu Fini checking the Xerneas.
And changing the terrain back to Misty terrain.
Correct.
So Xerneas is... Oh, Incineroar just does go for the fake
that
out.
was a very good switch in, just
Yep.
to put the Groudon from attacking.
Yeah, it's because Incineroar came in the previous turn, so
Yes.
it's able to go for fake out unless the psychic terrain is not on the field, and that's why Wahidi switches Infini to reset the terrain to
Correct.
Misty terrain.
As we know, Psychic Terrain just prevents the fake out or any priority moves.
Yep.
Now what will Gunther do? Will he go straight up for the very, very daring Geomancy even with Fini on the ground?
We see Wahidi brings in his Landorus. I think he is trying. He probably want to go for the free switching and also fire off the Intimidate onto the Groudon.
But he does go for the geomancy, probably expecting the speed control on Feeney's side with the icy wind instead of the haze. If he doesn't pull off the haze,
then we are looking at the +2 special attack, special defense, and speed Xerneas on
not something you want to face.
Yep, not something you really want to face.
Especially when your Feeny is down almost half. Going for the icy wind. Like we've said, the speed control is good, but not when you're in front of a +2 in special attack, special defense, and speed of Xerneas.
Yeah, but now it's +1 speed.
Well, that's
still gonna be
be outspeeding a lot of things.
Yep.
Going for the ground game Z on Gunter's side, Groudon.
Yeah, going for the Technonic Rage, but if it
If he
targets...
targets the Incineroar back then.
Oh, it doesn't. So it
Yeah.
targets Tapu Fini.
Yeah, Tapu Fini. Yeah, there we go.
It's a good call. It's
Very good call. Taking out the potential check to the Xerneas' boost.
yeah.
Is
And
enough to
it's-
take it out. Oh, just missing the KO.
Yeah, just missing the KO.
But the thing is, Xerneas still far ahead, outspeeding a lot of them.
Yeah, so
Definitely being able to take the knockout if he wishes to.
yeah, Xerneas is able to go for a Dazzling Beam and just freely take out the Landors and the Tapu Fini. So it's all about what Wahidi has at the back, which we know he has an Incineroar, but what else does he have at the back?
Yeah, that's right.
But the problem, okay, but we see Groudon switching out into the Tapu Lele.
Lele, yeah.
Yeah, resetting the terrain so that the Incineroar at the back
doesn't get the potential fake out on that turn. Knowing that nothing else on Wahidi's side can reset the terrain.
Yep.
Xerneas going for the obvious Dazzling Beam, taking both of them out.
A double knockout on
knockout,
Gunter's
yeah.
side, yeah. So Wahidi is gonna bring in his Incineroar, and what else does he have?
Incineroar,
And
most likely a powerhouse.
yeah,
Most likely the Xerneas.
so we see Incineroar coming in, and we are also going to see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
We see the Xerneas. Always remember, psychic terrain and fake out is a big no-no.
Yes,
Intimidate pulling off not mattering to both of Gunter's Pokemon. And we've seen, and we've yet to see, we've seen the Psychic come out from Tapu Lele, but will we see another choice of move, especially on the Psychic terrain? Wahidi's Xerneas isn't safe from anything now.
Yeah, so Moonblast is gonna do a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Not
Barely
taking
taking it out, but going for the Moonblast.
Yeah, onto the Incineroar though.
Okay.
Okay, so Xerneas just goes for the Geomancy.
Correct.
Interesting not going for the Moonblast on the Xerneas. I maybe Gunter believe that the Moonblast from Xerneas was able to knock out Wahidi's Xerneas, but if Gunter's Lele went for the Moonblast on the Xerneas, it could knock out and it would just be game right there.
Okay, that's the thing, because even if it doesn't knock out the Xerneas, I think what he was trying to do, what Gunter was trying to do is, if he gets, potentially, if he's already using the Moonblast over the Psychic, that means it could be a certain item that he's holding.
Yes.
Because if he gets locked, if he potentially gets locked
Yeah.
into that move Psychic, he maybe did wait against
Yeah,
his
you're right.
Incineroar.
There is a possibility that he's locked to Choice Scarf. Yeah.
Yes, very
And-
common item on top of Lele,
and
especially.
right now, Wahidi's Xerneas is the fastest thing on the field because, wait, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Because this is the thing. He knows he hasn't activated the Incineroar's berry.
it just activated. The Incineroar Berry just activated just now.
Yes, just Incineroar's berry just kicked off.
Yep.
Just now, and knowing that he most probably won't be able to take out. Just in case he does miss the knockout, Choice Scarf Lele being able to hit Incineroar as an option
Yeah.
is a good thing. And now,
We are
Moonblast
on
being
a-
locked in, we can see what possible item that is.
Carrying, yeah.
And
And-
now, Gunter just ahead.
In
And
terms of
Xerneas,
in terms of Pokemon count, Gunter's leading, but yeah,
Yeah,
and
we see Gunter's Xerneas outspeeding, and that's it for game one.
yes,
Very smart play. Very smart play.
yeah, you have a point there. I mean, Gunter locked his Lele into Moonblast for a good reason.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, interesting enough. We're going to game two. We're seeing almost the same plays from the open on Wahidi's side.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
the only difference is the Landoras.
Yeah, we have not seen the Landros in action until today.
Yes. Why?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
why?
well, I mean, for Gunther, I think the Lele is the thing that is a bit threatening for that what he needs to take up, because once the Lele is on the field, uh, the only thing that Gunther can use fake out on is a Talon Flame and nothing else.
Yes, that's right.
And
That's right.
not being able to fake out a Xerneas to store the Geomancy turns is really, really important.
Yeah, that's the thing. With the use of Psychic Surge, but these players, they need to
Yeah.
know how to maneuver around
Yeah.
without leading the wrong
Yeah.
Pokemon. It takes a lot of skill to
And-
actually maneuver around.
And Wahidi needs to like play well with his Fini, like in that turn where it went for Icy Wind instead of Haze. That was quite costly. If it went
Very
for the
costly,
Haze, yeah.
very costly.
If it went for the Haze, then Wahidi would be in a better situation in that game.
Yeah. But yeah, very costly. Icy Wind there. What was the speed control over a Geomancy?
Yep.
He probably wasn't expecting the Geomancy to come out like previously. Yeah. Coming into game 2, Wahidi needs to pull himself back up in order to make the finals. Otherwise, Gunther takes it. Right.
Yeah, so now we are in game 2 of this top 4 match, Gunther versus Wahidi. Incineroar Xerneas from Wahidi's side.
This
Okay,
time, yeah, more of a straightforward matchup. Going for the Growler Incineroar on Gunther's side though. Wow.
So fake out Geomancy from Wahidi.
Wow. Straight up. Okay, we'll see Wahidi's Incineroar taking precedence first, and then Gunther's activating. Now this shows a lot, because from the previous turn we also seen Wahidi's Incineroar's Intimidate also kicking off first.
Yeah.
Yeah, this tells a lot.
So let's see. Would they go for the fake out play, or would they go for something like a U-turn for better board positioning? I think that Xerneas is still not in the right moment to.
Going for the fake out onto the Xerneas.
Okay.
But what does his... Oh, he goes for the U-turn, like you've mentioned, potentially setting up his own board.
Yeah,
But what does he send out though?
that's a good question. What does he send out?
Because as we see, Groudon isn't protecting for no reason, but Landorus, okay, we'll see the play now. Landorus coming back in for the Intimidate, lowering both their attacks 2 stages. If Swords Dance on, even a potential Swords Dance on Gunther's Groudon isn't going to do anything. But Roar
Yeah, Raw
onto
coming
the
out.
Xerneas.
Yes.
Very smart play.
Bringing
Just in
in the-
case the Geomancy came up.
Oh, but we see Incineroar coming in, so there's like -3
That was
attack on Gunther's Incineroar and Groudon.
Now both of them are forced to switch out, otherwise they're just doing jank.
Yeah. Interesting move for Gunther to go for the Raw on the Groudon. I mean, when I saw the Incineroar move, his Incineroar move first after the Groudon, I was thinking, wait a second. Incineroar is usually slower than Groudon, so it did went for the Raw, so there's that. And we
That's
see,
that.
yeah, so Gunther switching out the Incineroar for the Tapu Lele.
Very
the-
smart, because now, yeah, there we go. We see the switching
Yeah,
with
Landorus.
the U-turn, but dude, that does a lot of damage.
Well, it hasn't has its attack dropped
Yeah.
yet, so its attack is still it's still pretty intact. It was able to do like almost 50%
Yeah.
Tapu Lele.
He's bravely sending out the Xerneas, and well, Groudon is, I think he's going for it,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going for the Groundium Z.
but with -3 attack, is he able to do anything?
That's a very good question. Is it gonna not?
Is he even gonna take out the Incineroar?
Yeah. Let's see. Groundium Z Tectonic Rage
Right.
-3 attack on the Incineroar.
Fancy schmancy going to the Earth's core, boom! Just barely!
Yeah,
-3 attack! And just activating the berry. Ouch!
So Incineroar goes for a U-turn.
That is also a lot of damage
Yeah.
given.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, you're right.
That was a very big expectation. A very big expectation. Tectonic Rage not taking on Incineroar. Sending out the Amoonguss.
Okay, interesting. Sending out the Amoonguss into this game, because I believe we felt that this Tapu Lele is scarf, right?
Yeah.
So the Tapu Lele could just go for a Psychic and just knock the Amoonguss, unless Wahidi switches the Amoonguss back into the Incineroar and negating the Psychic.
But that yes, that negates the Psychic. That just means also, yeah, there we go. He might just get the free switching if he expects the switch. Going for the Incineroar this time round.
Yeah, Gunther switching out Groudon for Incineroar. Firing off the Intimate, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And Tapu Lele goes for the taunt.
Going for the taunt.
Onto the Amoonguss, interesting.
Very interesting.
Xerneas just goes for the Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, not taking the chance on the Geomancy.
Yeah, knocking out the Tapu Lele. And Amoonguss can't Spore.
Right, there we go. Now, he's forced to switch out the Amoonguss because we see very little offense on the Amoonguss. And
Well, Amoonguss does carry something called Clear Smog or
yes,
Grass
he does,
Knot.
yes, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, Amoonguss carries 2 offensive attacks that could be used.
Correct. But is it worth using? Yes, in this case, with
Yeah.
the Xerneas being sent out instead.
Yes.
Very interesting choice to send out in the face of an Amoonguss. Is he expecting something else to...
Yeah, I think Wahidi, I think he has he's in a good position to switch out the Amoonguss for something like an Incineroar maybe.
But
Because
the thing is, if he does go for the clear smog for some reason, I'm definitely not saying it's good to stay in front of Incineroar under sun especially, but we see the Geomancy coming straight up.
yeah, we see the Geomancy coming straight up.
And we don't see the switch though. That's the more important thing. Will
Yeah.
he go for the Flablets?
Yeah, so it's very likely that Gunther would just go for the Flabbits, right? I mean, just to take out the Amoonguss that's threatening the Xerneas with the Clear Smog. So
Correct.
and
Because
Wahidi
the thing
Xerneas
is-
just go for Geomancy.
But both sides, Xerneas is Geomancy. Oh.
I think Gunther's Xerneas is faster.
Oh, I
It
guess
went
I
first.
could say yes, but
It-
it could possibly be a speed tie. We'll never know.
Previously we
Previously,
saw
yeah, we-
previously you
yeah,
saw the
previously
Xerneas
as well.
outspread. So
Yeah, there we go. We see the Flappy spot potentially.
going on.
Oh, the Xerneas!
Oh, it went onto the Xerneas. Okay.
And he's going for the clear smog. That's
Oh.
it. Because he might have been expecting the switch.
Yes.
That's the thing.
So we are looking at the Xerneas from Gunther's side with no stat, with the Geomancy doing not right now. The Xerneas is back to neutral. And Wahidi has his Xerneas all set up, being the fastest thing on the field. So that Amoonguss, even in spite of being taunted, still managed to perform.
Yes. That's the thing. He
Yeah.
probably just expected the Amoonguss to switch out.
Yeah. But Wahidi being very bold, letting Amoonguss stay to go for the clear smog. That really crucial clear
Very,
smog.
very big play.
Yeah, because right now this Xerneas is unable to go for Geomancy unless he wants to take an extra turn to do the Geomancy.
And now going for the Incineroar, just negating that one attack stat.
And
Just
yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Psychic Terrain might run out soon.
very soon, yes,
Yeah.
actually. It's been up for quite a while. Xerneas using Protect just to see or scout what potential damage, just in case he goes for the... Yeah, there we go. We see one Moonblast onto his... Oh, that was a very smart play, getting the Protect off.
Yeah, so Gunther's Incineroar is starting
Yeah,
to star here and
nothing.
there.
But does the Psychic Terrain end this turn? Sunlight fades, that would mean Psychic Terrain stays.
Yeah, Psychic Terrain is still up, so I guess
Fake out.
Yeah, Incineroar is there to probably do. He can't fake out, so
No, it's
So
Fake Out
it's-
just being negated now.
yeah, so it's just either Flare Blitz or U-turn.
Correct.
Maybe Wahidi will go for a U-turn. So we see Xerneas from Wahidi's side Moonblast onto the Incineroar.
Incineroar, very confident, taking it out.
Yeah,
Knowing that the opposing Xerneas might not be able to take out unless there's a crit.
Yeah, unless there's a crit.
Ooh,
No crit.
No crit. But we know that the sun has gone out. Flabber's is not doing its maximum potential damage. Just taking it off, but there's the burn.
So putting the Xerneas on a rather short, I mean on a timer.
And as well as the boosted Xerneas on Wahidi's side, potentially carrying the Dazzling Gleam, just doing so much work.
Yes, that's true. And Groudon's back, bringing the sun back, so Flab is going to do a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, well, if that matters at this point,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Even so, Wahidi still has the Amoonguss in his arsenal. So, if he has a way to take an Amoonguss without using the expanding a lot of his without missing at least, I doubt Gunther has a way to come back.
Yeah, and I think from Wahidi, I think he can just go for the Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, he just
save Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, Dazzling Gleam
But does he knock out? Takes out the Xerneas. Groudon just barely hanging on. Persepolis plays missing Xerneas.
I think at this point, it
there's
doesn't
no
really
way.
matter because
Yeah.
we've seen that Wahidi has the Landorus Tyrian at the back. So
Correct. It just would have negated the attack, and
yeah, I mean, and also being able to be immune to Groudon's strongest attack is
Correct.
one thing. Yeah, so we see the Intimidate coming up from the from the Landorus Tyrian, and being flying type it means that this Groudon can't precipice to knock out this Landorus.
correct. So either way, he has to choose a target.
Yes.
And Moonblast just going in, blasting him off away out the window. Goodbye, Groudon.
Yeah, goodbye Groudon, and we see Wahidi taking game 2.
Yeah. Now, wow, Wahidi defending himself
Pretty
with a
well.
3-0.
Yep, a 3-0 win. I think in this game, what Wahidi did well was that he made the right call into using Clear Smog to prevent this Gunther's Xerneas from getting the Geomancy boost. I mean, as we saw earlier, the Xerneas from Gunther's side has consistently outsped Wahidi's Xerneas in
Yeah.
I think in 2 instances. So it's a high chance that this Xerneas is actually a faster Xerneas or Wahidi is a slower Xerneas.
Most likely, yes, most likely. Wow, Amoonguss saving the day,
Yeah,
even after taunt.
Yeah, Amoonguss saving the day.
Yeah,
It's like
Amoonguss, best mon.
He's telling us, even if you taunt me, I can still do something. And the thing is called Clear Smog.
That was the thing. It's these players, they need to know how to play around and potentially outplaying the opponent. And we've just seen that. We've just witnessed the Clear Smog coming on
Yeah.
a daring Geomancy.
Yeah,
Very risky, but not paying off for Gunther.
yes, and so I noticed that Wahidi did not bring his Yveltal. Maybe he felt like he did not need the Yveltal for the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessary to bring
Yes.
the Yveltal at all.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. But
Wow. I think he's definitely put himself up because from the previous games we've seen so far, even from yesterday, Feeny being his main Pokemon to bring in, not showing up in this matchup, definitely putting him on his putting him in an advantage.
yeah, maybe he realized that Amoonguss was
Does it better?
does it better maybe.
Alright, well the game starts leading on Gunther's side, the Lele and the Xerneas, and Incineroar and Xerneas on Wahidi's side.
So we know that Incineroar can't fake out.
Yeah, that means no
Unfortunately.
free Geomancy.
Yeah. And the Lele is in, so the Lele, even knowing that it's Scarf, so I would say that Gunther is in a very good position.
Smartly goes for the Moonblast straight onto the Xerneas. Wow.
And the opposing Xerneas just go for the Geomancy.
Yeah. Well, it's not a free Geomancy for Wahidi, but almost guaranteed a free Geomancy on Gunther, especially. Knowing
Yes.
nothing is stopping him, especially Fake Out.
Yeah. And I think Gunther has the fastest Xerneas, so it's...
Yeah. Third time in a row.
Yeah, so in the next turn, when Wahidi
Yeah.
sells a Geomancy, Gunther's Xerneas is still going to outspeed.
Yes.
So the only question is how much damage will he deal with the Moonblast, if the single target Moonblast, if Gunther chose to go for the Moonblast.
Correct. I think he's confident that Gunther's Xerneas might not be able to take out the take out Wahidi's Xerneas even
we-
after the boost.
Yeah. You see the Flare Blades going onto the Xerneas, doing a little bit less than 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considerable amount of damage actually, even without the sun.
It's
And-
still pretty impressive, I would
Very
say.
impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. But now, here's the thing. Tapu Lele with Choice Scarf, I don't think it's gonna outspeed with a +2.
It's not gonna outspeed,
Yeah.
so it's gonna move third, I would say. If in terms of attack, I think it'll be moving third
Yeah.
behind Gunter's Xerneas and then Wahidi's Xerneas.
Very good move on the Tapu Lele on Gunter's side. Going for the Moonblast, potentially putting Wahidi's Xerneas in a potential knockout from either attack. So this means he has to either preserve it or just let it go.
Yeah. And let's see.
Yeah, we see the withdraw. Tapu Lele potentially being more of a use later on in the game.
Yes, so we see Incineroar coming in, firing up the Intimate onto Wahidi's Incineroar.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, the Flare Blitz on Wahidi's side definitely did enough damage to matter.
Yeah.
And now he realizes that the Incineroar, his Incineroar intimidating Wahidi's Incineroar may affect. There we go, we see the Flare Blitz going straight on who? On the Xerneas,
Yeah.
there we go. And with the -1 attack, with minimum and maximum damage regardless, the -1 attack just pulling a lot of work.
Yes. And we do see Wahidi protect him, use protect on his Xerneas to protect himself from the opposing Xerneas.
Yeah.
But now you see the Xerneas is outspeeding and going for the Moonblast. Is it enough to pick up the kill?
Yes,
Yes,
just
yes.
enough. Just enough.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And
Yeah.
Incineroar goes for the Flare Blitz.
Blitz, yeah. Yeah, enough to take it out for
Yeah.
sure. But knowing both Xerneas is gone, the real powerhouse now may just be Gunter's Tapu Lele with Psychic Terrain. I don't think he's gonna send it out that soon. Just with the switch, now
No.
both of them have to come out.
Yeah, with the U-turn,
Correct.
Tapu Lele has to come out, and the next Pokemon will be either Incineroar or possibly a Groudon. But I think that
I think he'll probably go for the Incineroar. Because he doesn't want to settle the sun for a potential Flare Blitz, but he goes for the Groudon
yeah,
either way.
I think he goes for the Groudon for the sweep. And Wahidi sends out his Among Us. Oh,
Now here's the thing, we've seen Taunt on Gunter's Lele, and this also means that when he used Taunt and with Choice Scarf, it does show a lot of things.
yeah, he's brave enough to
Potentially.
he's brave enough to carry Taunt on the Choice Scarf.
Exactly. Potentially locking himself into Taunt only for the rest of the game if he doesn't switch out.
Of course, right now he can switch out, so maybe that's what he'll do after doing the taunt. But we see Landorus coming in with firing up the Intimidate, so I wonder what does the Groudon do? Will he go for the Z move or not? It's kind of risky.
The Z move onto the Among Us isn't going to be guaranteed, but Psychic though connects. And that's going to do a lot of damage, enough to just bring it to 4 HP
For
on the Among Us.
and we do see
We
the
see the
Groudon
Z move, but
yeah.
what does he hit? If he goes for the Incineroar,
That's
that's
really,
very unfortunate.
yep.
Very unfortunate.
So
What do we
Unleash
see?
For Z move, it goes on
Yeah,
an
he
Among
goes
Us slot.
technically reach. Yep. We got overkill actually.
Yeah, overkill on the Among Us. So
Yeah, well, all that for 4 HP.
yeah, all that for 4 hit points.
Very unfortunate, the Tectonic Rage hitting the Among Us very, very bravely. But that will mean Incineroar coming in, Tapu Lele being locked, potentially locked at least into Psychic.
Yes, so the Tapu Lele has to switch out if it wants to deal damage into the Incineroar. If not, it will be going for Psychic over and over again. And the only target it could do with Psychic is Landorus Therian. But I think, but I think it's kind of comfortable with that, you know?
Yeah, because he's doing a lot of damage even under Psychic Terrain, and he pressurizes the Landorus. And Groudon being able to precipice Blades for a win, possibly. We see the withdraw.
Yep.
And now, seeing Wahidi has no Pokemon to switch out, he's just not able to negate the -1 attack, just lowering constantly.
Yeah, that's a really good move on Gunter's end, and we see the psychic going onto the Landorus.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, and
That deals a lot of damage.
not enough.
But we
to-
see the. Oh yeah, there we go. Tectonic Rage coming out from the Landorus. It will hit either one regardless, but the thing is, -1 attack.
I think it still will do a lot of damage because Landorus has a very high special. I mean, very high attack stat.
Very high
Yeah.
attack stat, correct. And probably not known as probably not the most tanky. Does a lot of damage and takes it out with a crit.
I don't think it. Yeah,
mattered
I
because-
don't think it mattered.
Yeah, because the Incineroar would have gone for the Flat Blitz. I think it would just gone for the Tapu Lele, knowing
Wait.
that that's the real threat.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate, but Lele doesn't have the strongest of defenses.
Correct. And as we see, Incineroar coming out on that turn previously.
And now the Psychic Terrain is gone. This Gunter's Incineroar is free to go for a fake out.
Yes. This is what I was talking about. These players that play around with Psychic Terrain and fake out users, very important. Just showing how impressive they can control their momentum.
And also control the board
Yeah.
by bringing in the Incineroar at the right time.
So we see the fake out going for Landorus and goodbye.
Goodbye, Landorus.
Yeah.
And we see they both shook hands and
Yeah.
Wahidi knew that his game.
Accepting his fate. Single target, Precipice Blaze, definitely knocking out the Incineroar. Very well. Another crit, of course. And GG.
Yeah, so congratulations to Gunter for
yeah.
moving into top 2, the finals, and congratulations to Wahidi for being top 4
Yeah.
in this mid-season showdown.
Very well played from both players.
Yeah.
Very impressive actually. The amount of shifting here and there, smart plays and smart maneuvers on Gunter's side,
Yeah.
rewarding him.
Yeah, I think the fact that Lele played a big part.
Very big part.
Yeah.
Very big part in the whole game, negating fake out. Wow.
So anyways, congratulations to both players. Stay tuned for the next round, the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.